Here we're covering the front squat. First thing is you need a bar and a rack, and you want to set it about shoulder height. Okay, there's two different setups to a front squat. It's a great exercise, but it is very difficult, and if you have limited mobility in your shoulders or your wrists, it might prohibit you from doing this. Okay, so we'll do the first setup. So get nice and close to it. So ideally, you want the bar sitting just in the crease in your shoulder there, okay? It should be tucked in closely to your neck. Hands across each other with your fingertips just on the bar. It's really important to keep your elbows nice and high. If Shane does a rep for me and he starts dropping his elbows, cool, same again, but drop your elbows a little bit. Okay, what happens is all the weight goes forward onto his toes, his upper back starts rounding, okay, and you're making the movement much more difficult than it needs to be. It's essential that you keep your elbows above your shoulders at all times, okay? And as far as your depth goes, your depth's going to be different. So if you can't do a full depth squat without any weight, then you probably don't want to move on to a front squat just yet. It really loads up the quads, the core and the glutes. So that's the first setup. And moving on to the second one. Okay, so personally I prefer this one, but again it can aggravate the wrist. So you're wrapping your fingers just underneath the bar, but again keeping your elbows tucked in and nice and high. As far as your stance goes, the taller you are, the wider your stance should be. Generally point your toes out slightly, maybe 20 degrees, but it differs for everyone because everyone has a different hip structure. It's really important to pull the shoulders back, tuck the chin in, suck the core in nice and tight, and focus on pushing the hips back. So rather than focusing on bending the knees, push the hips right back, because we want to try and keep the knee behind the toe as much as possible. If those knees come forward too much, it's going to be putting pressure on his lower back and his knees, where we want to load up the glutes and the muscles, not the joints. Brilliant, and relax for me, mate.
Thanks again. Make sure you go and check us out on Instagram and Facebook. See you soon.